in the game.
Nothing quite defines a season like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Kansas Jayhawks. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Kansas offense will get the first crack at it here. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Brady. Sets up the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Watkins.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Bohannon. Crosses the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still...
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, they made a statement.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas A&M's offense will have its first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, and I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play. First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Got his man downfield. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Shoots his way for more. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got him. They found a way to get in the rug, but he has stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Good right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. stop to that return at the 22. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Use the play fake, now to throw. And to get rid of it quickly. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They go to the ground. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him. He can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Jayhawks are on the move. They'll go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
The play-action fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they're trying to throw the football. They stay tight on this offense. They've got to run some crossers, a little kick route, trying to get my guy over.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the goal line. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Past the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And David, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands, guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Here's the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Jayhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He wants to change this route. Swings it out to his running back. Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. On the move, he fires. Got his man to the left. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. The give. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a...
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point is good. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch around the 50. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give to the back. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And there is little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double-teamed, right? Because he's right there, and you got the guards next to him. But the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the line, gets the quarterback, and gets the sack.
Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They boot it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try the run. Slips one guy, now he's loose. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Jayhawks will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Catch in the middle, it's Castro. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's got great speed. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Kansas offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
With the catch, it's Watkins. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Backed up now, here's second and long.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebacker.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Fires to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And on second and short, they'll send 3 receivers wide right. Out of the gun to give to the back. Still running at the 40. It's a seam wide open. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Second down, he'll throw it. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Aggie! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
The Jayhawks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. He's got the tight end. All down, but he has is enough to move the chains. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
With the catch, it's Watkins. Got room at the 35. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw again. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go right back to him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you can tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Hand off from the shotgun. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Got room to work. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes a move. Can they catch him? A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, and he put his team in great position. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Jayhawks! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up.
Oh, he's got some space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. To the air on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. This will be... fifth kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Kansas offense returns to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
A pickup of 5, marks it at the 36-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Jayhawks are rolling down the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
The Jayhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Jackson. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Jayhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The offense changing the play. Gets it out fast. And he showed off that stiff arm as he had a decent run.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to throw on third. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Leaves it with the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Jayhawks moving quickly to the line. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. And a chance, perhaps, to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Might be calling a hot route. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David,